Welcome to Final Curtain. I'm Donald. Today we gather to remember iconic figures whose journeys have reached their final chapter. Their talent, dedication, and influence shaped generations and touched millions worldwide. Join us as we honor their remarkable contributions across film, music, and culture, celebrating lives that will forever be remembered and continue inspiring future generations. Kitty Dukakis became a steady and compassionate voice in conversations around mental health, known for her honesty and resilience. Born on March 29, 1936, she lived a life shaped by openness about personal struggles, especially with depression and addiction. At a time when these subjects were often kept private, she chose to speak about them publicly, helping others understand that recovery is possible and that seeking support is a sign of strength rather than weakness. Her willingness to share her experiences made her relatable to many who felt isolated in their own challenges and helped create space for more honest conversations. Advocacy and public life. As an author and public figure, she worked to deepen understanding of mental health and reduce the stigma surrounding it. Alongside her husband, Michael Dukakis, during his political career, she remained engaged in public life while focusing on advocacy efforts centered on compassion and awareness. Even under public attention, she maintained a grounded and human approach, encouraging empathy over judgment and supporting more open dialogue about emotional well-being and recovery. Legacy of honesty and hope. Kitty Dukakis passed away at the age of 88, leaving behind a legacy defined by courage, empathy, and truthfulness. Her life continues to inspire people to speak openly about their struggles and to seek help without shame. She is remembered not for perfection, but for her persistence and vulnerability, qualities that help change how many people understand and talk about mental health today. David Johansson, born on January 9, 1950, was widely recognized as a performer who brought music to life through personality as much as sound. As the frontman of the New York Dolls, he helped shape the early foundations of what would later influence punk music. The band's style was raw, energetic, and visually striking, and Johansson stood at the center of that identity with a stage presence that was bold, expressive, and impossible to ignore. A career built on reinvention. What set Johansson apart was his ability to evolve without losing his artistic identity. In the late 1980s, he introduced his alter ego, Buster Poindexter, a character that revealed a very different musical direction. This persona leaned into swing, lounge, and rhythm and blues influences, showing a smoother and more playful side of his creativity. Rather than being limited to one genre or image, he moved fluidly between styles, treating music as a space for exploration and reinvention, influence, and lasting impact. Across his career, Johansson maintained a strong connection to performance itself, often blending humor, theatrical expression, and raw musical energy. His work inspired artists who value individuality and who see live performance as more than just playing songs. Instead, it became about expression, attitude, and presence. Even as musical trends changed over time, his influence remained visible in performers who embrace uniqueness and reject strict boundaries in style. Remembering his legacy, reports have circulated that David Johansson passed away at the age of 75, though such claims should always be treated carefully unless confirmed by reliable sources. Regardless of timing or circumstance, his contribution to music and performance remains significant. He is remembered as an artist who encouraged freedom in creativity, showing that music could be bold, unusual, and deeply personal all at once. It has been reported that journalist and UFO researcher Nick Pope has passed away at the age of 60 after a battle with esophageal cancer. Pope was widely recognized for his unique career path, especially his work connected to government studies of unidentified aerial phenomena. Over the years, he became a notable voice in public discussions about UFO sightings and what they might mean. Work in government and writing. Pope first came into public attention through his role with the UK Ministry of Defence, where he was involved in reviewing and assessing reports of unexplained aerial sightings. His experiences in that position later became the foundation for his memoir, which shared insights into how such investigations were handled and what questions remained unanswered. His writing helped bring a complex subject into a more accessible, personal perspective for general readers. Media presence and public engagement, beyond government work and writing, Pope often appeared in documentaries and television discussions focused on unexplained phenomena. He also took part in live public events connected to UFO research, where he spoke directly with audiences interested in space mysteries and government transparency. Legacy and influence. Pope's work helped keep public curiosity alive around unexplained aerial phenomena. His mix of official experience and media presence made him a familiar figure in modern discussions about UFOs and scientific inquiry into the unknown. George Foreman, born on January 10, 1949, became one of the most dominant and recognizable heavyweight boxers in sports history. From the start of his career, he was known for his extraordinary strength and intimidating presence in the ring. His rise to the top of boxing was built on discipline, power, and a strong competitive drive that made him a feared opponent and a respected champion. Championship career and reputation. Foreman reached global fame as a heavyweight champion, earning admiration not only for his victories, but also for the resilience he showed throughout his career. His fighting style was direct and forceful, often overwhelming opponents with raw strength. Over time, he became a symbol of determination in professional sports, representing what focused training and persistence could achieve. Life beyond boxing. After stepping away from boxing, Foreman made a surprising and meaningful transition in life. He became a minister, dedicating himself to faith and community service. This shift showed a different side of his personality, one focused on guidance, reflection, and helping others. It added depth to his public image and demonstrated that personal growth can continue beyond professional success. Public influence and later recognition. In the years that followed, Foreman remained a well-known public figure. His life experiences, calm confidence, and ability to reflect on his journey made him relatable to audiences across generations. Whether speaking about sports, life, or personal change, he carried a grounded presence that resonated with many people. Legacy and lasting impact. George Foreman passed away at the age of 76, leaving behind a legacy that extends far beyond boxing. While he is remembered as a powerful champion in the ring, he is equally recognized for his transformation and the example he set in later life. His story reflects strength, adaptability, and the idea that a person's impact can evolve and grow over time. John Marsh, born on July 1, 1934, was an English actress and writer whose work left a lasting mark on British television and theatre. From early in her career, she showed a strong understanding of storytelling and character, which helped her build a respected place in the entertainment industry. Television and creative work. She is best remembered as the co-creator and star of Upstairs, Downstairs, where she played Rose Buck with quiet strength and emotional depth. Her performance earned her critical acclaim, including an Emmy Award, and the series itself became a landmark in television drama. Marsh also co-created The House of Eliot, further showing her talent for developing rich, character-driven stories that explored themes of class, ambition, and resilience. Acting style and influence. Across film, television, and theater, Marsh was known for her natural and authentic presence. She brought subtlety to her roles, often making even small moments feel meaningful. Her work consistently reflected a deep respect for the craft of acting and storytelling. Legacy Jean Marsh passed away at the age of 90, leaving behind a distinguished legacy shaped by creativity, intelligence, and emotional depth. Her contributions continue to influence television drama, and she is remembered for the humanity and care she brought to every story she helped tell. Jennifer Aniston has remained one of Hollywood's most recognizable and enduring figures for decades, but her legacy extends far beyond fame or beauty. She represents resilience shaped by visibility, where personal experiences have often unfolded under public attention. While she is widely celebrated for her iconic role as Rachel Green in Friends, her journey reflects far more than a beloved character. It is a story of emotional endurance, constant reinvention, and navigating a life lived in the public eye. Behind her composed presence lies a deeply human experience marked by both achievement and personal challenge. Over time, she has become not only an entertainment icon, but also a symbol of persistence, showing how someone can remain grounded while facing continuous scrutiny, change, and the expectations that come with global recognition. Early life and family background. Jennifer Joanna Aniston was born on February 11, 1969, in Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles, into a family already connected to the entertainment industry. Her father, John Aniston, was a working actor, while her mother, Nancy Dow, also had acting experience. Growing up around performance and creativity exposed her early to the world of storytelling and television. However, this environment did not guarantee stability. Frequent changes in family dynamics and the demands of Hollywood life shaped her early understanding of uncertainty. Although surrounded by artistic influence, her childhood was not defined by glamour but by adjustment and adaptation. These early experiences would later influence her emotional depth as an actress, giving her the ability to portray vulnerability and authenticity on screen. From a young age, she observed both the appeal and complexity of public life, childhood challenges, and emotional formation. As Jennifer's family life shifted, she experienced moments of emotional distance that shaped her developing sense of self. Moving between environments and adjusting to changing family relationships created a sense of instability during her formative years. Rather than relying on external validation, she began developing inner coping mechanisms. She learned early how to observe people, understand emotional undercurrents, and remain composed even in difficult situations. These traits later became essential to her career in acting. While her upbringing included exposure to creativity and performance, it also required emotional resilience. Instead of allowing instability to define her, she gradually built strength through awareness and adaptability. This period did not define her negatively. Rather, it helped form the emotional intelligence that would later become one of her most recognized strengths, both on and off screen. Discovering humor and creative escape. During her early years, Jennifer Aniston discovered that humor and imagination could provide relief from emotional tension. Acting and performance became a natural outlet where she could express herself freely. At school, she was drawn to creative spaces that encouraged expression rather than restriction. Over time, she realized that storytelling allowed her to step outside personal challenges and explore different perspectives. This creative escape was not about avoidance, but about understanding human emotion in a broader sense. It helped her connect with people and situations in ways that felt both safe and meaningful. Humor, in particular, became a bridge between vulnerability and confidence. This foundation later played a major role in shaping her career, especially in roles that balanced emotional honesty with lightness and relatability. Early career struggles and persistence. Before achieving mainstream success, Jennifer Aniston experienced a long period of uncertainty in her acting career. After graduating from performing arts school, she worked various jobs while attending auditions and taking small roles in television and film. Many of these early projects were short-lived, offering limited stability. Like many aspiring actors, she faced rejection and inconsistency, which required patience and resilience. Despite these challenges, she continued refining her craft and staying committed to acting. These years were not defined by fame, but by persistence and gradual learning. Each experience, whether successful or not, contributed to her growth as a performer. This phase of her life highlights an important part of her journey. Success was not immediate, but built through steady effort and determination over time. Breakthrough with friends. Jennifer Aniston's career changed significantly when she was cast as Rachel Green in the television series Friends in 1994. The role quickly became a cultural milestone, and the show itself evolved into one of the most popular sitcoms in television history. Her portrayal of Rachel combined humor, emotional depth, and relatability, making the character widely beloved across generations. As the series progressed, it gained global recognition, and Jennifer became a central figure in its success. While the role brought immense opportunity, it also placed her under constant public attention. The character became so iconic that it influenced how audiences viewed her in real life. Despite this, she managed to maintain professionalism and consistency, balancing popularity with the demands of long-term performance in a highly visible role. Fame, pressure, and public expectations. With global fame came increased attention and pressure. Jennifer Aniston's life began to attract intense media focus, where even small details were often amplified. The success of Friends made her a household name, but it also created expectations that extended beyond her professional work. She was frequently discussed in public spaces, and her image became closely associated with cultural ideals of beauty and success. Managing this level of visibility required emotional strength and personal boundaries. Over time, she learned how to separate her private identity from public perception. Instead of being shaped by external opinions, she focused on maintaining professionalism and continuing her work. This period demonstrated her ability to remain composed under pressure while continuing to evolve as an actress and public figure. Marriage, media attention, and life transitions. Jennifer Aniston's marriage to actor Brad Pitt brought significant public attention due to both individuals' global popularity. Their relationship was widely followed by media and audiences, often portrayed as a cultural ideal. However, Like many relationships lived under public scrutiny, it eventually came to an end in 2005. The separation became a major media event, which placed additional emotional pressure on both individuals. During this time, Jennifer faced widespread commentary and speculation, much of which extended beyond her personal control. Despite this, she handled the situation with composure and continued focusing on her work. Over time, she spoke about the importance of privacy and emotional healing, emphasizing growth rather than public narrative. This chapter marked a significant transition in her life, both personally and professionally. Moving forward and personal growth. Following major life transitions, Jennifer Aniston gradually shifted her focus toward rebuilding emotional balance and professional independence. She continued working in film and television, choosing roles that allowed her to explore different emotional ranges. Projects such as The Good Girl and The Morning Show demonstrated her ability to take on complex characters with depth and authenticity. Rather than being defined by past relationships or media narratives, she focused on expanding her creative identity. Her career choices reflected maturity and control over her professional direction. Outside of acting, she also engaged in producing and business ventures, further strengthening her independence. This phase of her life highlights her ability to evolve continuously while maintaining a strong sense of self. Reflections on family and motherhood. Jennifer Aniston has occasionally addressed personal topics such as family expectations and societal assumptions about womanhood. She has spoken about the importance of respecting individual life choices and recognizing that fulfillment can take many forms. Rather than conforming to public expectations, she has emphasized personal peace, emotional health, and autonomy. Her perspective reflects a broader message about allowing people to define their own paths without external judgment. Over time, she has expressed acceptance of life as it unfolds, focusing on gratitude for experiences rather than comparison or pressure. This outlook demonstrates emotional maturity and self-awareness, reinforcing her belief in living authentically rather than according to outside expectations. Present life, legacy, and continuing influence. Today, Jennifer Aniston continues to be active in entertainment while maintaining a more balanced and private lifestyle. She remains involved in acting, production, and selective creative projects, including The Morning Show, which highlights her continued relevance in modern storytelling. Alongside her career, she prioritizes personal well-being, friendships, and a grounded approach to public life. Her influence extends beyond acting into cultural conversations about resilience, aging, and individuality in Hollywood. Over time, she has built a legacy defined not only by success, but by endurance and adaptability. Her journey reflects a steady commitment to authenticity, showing that lasting impact is often built through consistency, self-awareness, and the ability to evolve while staying true to